Hi guys, welcome to the part 3 of the Mahjong tutorial. Now, you have learned how to build the wall and play the game. But what makes up a winning hand?
Remember that a hand is made out of 13 tiles and you need the 14th tile to win? With these 14 tiles, you need to form 4 sets of 3 tiles and 1 pair. The sets of 3 tiles can be sequences or triplets. Since dragon and wind tiles do not have numbers, they can only form triplets and not sequences. So what is a sequence and a triplet? Here are examples of triplets. A triplet is 3 of the same tiles. Here are examples of sequences. A sequence is 3 tiles of the same suit in consecutive order. Numbers in the suit starts at 1 and ends at 9. Therefore, this is not a valid sequence. When you first open your hand after drawing, you probably see something like this. You may not have a complete set at all, and you need 4 to win. First, you have to assess your hand and see where these 4 sets will come from. For example, you can divide the tiles like this. The 2 and 3 dots are likely to become a sequence, so drawing 1 or 4 dots will complete it. How about these 9 dots? It's likely to become a triplet or remain as a pair. If you draw another 9 dots, that's great. If not, it can also become the pair in your hand. Can you try guessing what will complete the rest of the sets here? The correct answer is 2 bamboo, 5 and 8 bamboo, and another white dragon. The honor tiles here are standalone tiles, and you have to draw a pair of them to become a potential set. Of course, this is assuming that your sets do not change, since in a real game, your opening hand will usually look very different from your final one. Okay, back to the game. There are 13 tiles in your hand, and the 14th one is what you drew earlier on. Every time you draw, it's important to ask yourself if this tile is useful to your hand. Since this doesn't complete any sets here, it isn't very useful. So, you can choose one among these standalone tiles to discard first. This is our second draw and it's not very useful either. Your hand can be quite slow when you only rely on drawing the right tiles. That's why there are 2 options in Mahjong. You can draw normally or take other people's tiles. Look at these 2 bamboo discarded by your left player. You need these to complete this set, right? When this happens, you can perform Chi to take the tile. Declare Chi. Review your 1 and 3 bamboo, take his 2 bamboo and put it in front of you. Now discard 1 tile from your hand because claiming other people's tiles is the same as drawing a tile. You draw 1, you discard 1. Always keep a lookout for what you can chi so that you can get to a ready hand faster. How about triplets? If you have a pair in your hand and someone discards the same tile, you can PONG and claim it to complete your triplet. For example, the opposite player just discarded a white dragon. You can say PONG, review your pair, take her discarded white dragon and put your completed triplet in front of you. Don't forget to discard 1 tile after doing this. Now you're familiar with Chi and PONG. What do you think happens when you have 4 of the same tiles? This is called KANG and it's special because it awards you extra points and 1 extra draw. Look at this south wind tile that was just discarded. Red shirt just called KANG on it. This means he has a triplet of south wind in his hand and he reveals them to KANG your tile to complete his 4 of a kind. Now, he will draw a replacement tile from a dead wall instead of the usual drawing wall, and then he will discard 1 tile. The same thing happens when you draw the 4th tile to an open triplet. Like how you just drew another white dragon, you can add this tile to your triplet and then draw 1 tile from a dead wall. This also applies when you draw the 4th tile to a triplet in your hand. Declare KANG. Review your 4 tiles, draw a tile from a dead wall and then discard 1 tile. You should KANG whenever you can because other players will have to pay you points immediately. The other reason is you get an extra draw, which can help you complete your hand or even let you win. 吃, PONG, KANG. These are 3 actions you can do during the game. But what if there are 2 players who call PONG and 吃 at the same time? Look at these 7 dots. If both of them are holding these tiles, they will likely try to claim the 7 dots to complete their sets. Priority will be given to the player calling PONG. And after she discards, the turn will be passed on to the next player. Let's take a look at your hand now. Since you have 吃, PONG and drawing the 5 bamboo, you have a ready hand. There are 3 complete sets and 1 pair, with 1 incomplete set they are waiting on. Can you tell what tiles are you waiting for? It's the 1 and 4 dots. If anyone discards it, you can declare who and claim the tile to win the game. Open your hand and put your winning tile beside it. You can also draw in the tile and declare 自摸. Restart the game by turning all the tiles face down and start shuffling them. Since you are the dealer and you won, you will still be the dealer the next game. If a non-dealer and someone who isn't in the east position wins, the dealer position will be passed to the player on the dealer's right. Once you have completed 1 complete round and you are the dealer again, the round win will be changed, for example, from east to south. Once you have completed 4 rounds of east, south, west, and north, you have completed a full match of Singapore Mahjong.
After a few games of basic Mahjong, realize that Mahjong is a fun and easy game to learn. However, there are special hands like this one, which awards the highest payout. How is this even a winning hand? Well, find out in the next video where we explain difficult and high-paying hands which make Mahjong satisfying and exciting. If you have any questions, drop us in the comment below.